In this video, I'm gonna be turning this tiny moment into a tiny comic. Yeah, I'm really interested in practicing the art of comic making, and I thought, I should probably start out small, not like a full-on story, just something that could be contained within one panel. I thought that would be the easiest way to start. And literally seconds later, this idea popped into my head. Well, really, it started with a question. You'll see it when I put the text bubble on there. So I wanted to pull from the image as much as possible with the composition. This is Mango, by the way. And the pattern of his fur, and then also a little bit of his cat anatomy, because I usually draw animals' heads, not usually their full body. Okay, this isn't a full body, but it's a part of a body. But I figured this pose and like how much is cut off seemed easy enough. Plus, I also love the diagonal that his arm created. I feel like that looked really nice, and it kind of looks like his paw is like coming out at you. The whole time I'm looking at the photo and trying to stretch aspects that's closer to my style. Push whatever I'm seeing. And honestly, I thought I was going to do 2 sketches. So like I thought I was going to block in the shapes and then do, a very rough sketch. That's why I started out pretty rough and I was like just going for it. But then as I kept drawing, I was like, wait, I really like this. I think I'm just gonna keep this. And so I started to kind of clean things up, but still leave things a little bit sketchy just because I like that vibe. One thing I was debating during this whole thing was, should I leave the shading with a little bit of scratchiness, like showing a little bit of that white? And at first I was really liking it, and that's what I'm used to drawing traditionally, and I really like it whenever I do it traditionally. But something about it, like being digital, I was like, yeah, I think I'm really liking the pitch black. And eventually I started to fill in the little tiny gaps that I had left previously. So here's what the question. I was just staring at him, and I was genuinely asking that, like, how are you able to sleep with all of this noise out here? Because the noise was bothering me, and yet he had been sleeping just fine. And then right after I asked it, like, in my head, an answer popped in, and this is what popped in. And I was like, whoa, this could be that little moment that I was thinking about for doing a comic. Honestly, I had a lot of fun drawing this. I'm really excited to keep going, practicing more, doing little moments. I don't want to overwhelm myself by trying to do too much too soon, so I think I'm gonna kind of stick with these like very few panels. And it only took me about an hour and a half, including this little animation at the end. After I finished the drawing, I was like, I feel like I could just add a little bit of movement with the stars in the background. So I was playing around with that, trying out a couple different things. And yeah, I'm really happy with how it came out. I think I want to like put it in my little monthly zine, have that be like part of it. I do think that starting from a photo definitely helped a lot with not really needing to figure out the composition or anything. I think that really helped because I don't have a lot of experience drawing things in environments or characters with full bodies. There's a handful of characters that I draw full bodied, but for the most part they're just heads. That's what I like to do. I think that's fine, but for comic making I know that you kind of need to have a body to like do actions and stuff, so I'm in for a lot of practice. I want to keep documenting this process. I think it's interesting, and I love watching people draw comics, talk about the process of comic making, so I'm excited to contribute my little piece. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for being here. See you later.